Hello. Hello. Hey,
Oh,
I can hear you. Hi, welcome, and give me a minute to get this figured out. It's my first time doing this here, so. Let's see, recording. I want to share my screen. Share. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
yeah, can see need resources on using Zoom.
I see Renee.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so you can see me. I'm going to try to turn the volume up.
Yeah, I think if we want to just see you, then don't share your screen because that way we'll just see. Because right before you did that, you took up the whole screen, which was nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so let's see here. Show active speaker video. So I don't know what I just did. Is that good? No. Oh, Lordy.
It's a learning experience.
Yes, it is. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to stop share. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, that looks good.
oh, you can see me?
Yes.
Okay. Would you do me a favor? Let me see. Let me make sure my phone's turned down. Okay. I can't really see it that well, so I'm going to go over here. And you can tell me if this is, can you see all of me?
I can see all of you. You could probably move a little bit closer even.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. How
Yeah,
about
that's good. Yeah.
That's good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to have the mat at an angle like that so that I can, so you can kind of see me from different angles, you know?
Okay.
And then
do you want
also,
me to turn my video on, or do you want to just focus on what you're doing?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Do you want me to turn my video on? I don't know if you want to see me or if you just want to focus
No,
on what you're doing.
I can't be over there and see you.
Okay.
I mean, I might be able to, but I think that we'd be less likely to accomplish as much.
Okay. That sounds fine.
Okay. So how about the angle? If I do you need me to do this? Yes. How's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That's better. Let me stand over there again.
Yep.
And now am I, like, is it too tall? Or too
It's cutting off right at your shoulders.
Okay, so let me back up a little because I want you to be able to see the map.
Okay.
But we don't really have to get up very much. How's this?
It's still, I think if you just tilt your camera up a smidge.
Okay.
I think that's going to do it.
Good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Awesome. Okay, Renee. All right, let's start on our backs. Just get comfortable on your back. I want you to just rest. I want us both to just rest. So you're on your back. I'd like you to wiggle your shoulder blades underneath you so your heart lifts up. I'd like you to loosen up your feet, kind of shake them around a little bit, and let them just hang open. I'd like you to press into the back of your heels and your calves to lift your butt, and you can use your elbows too. Lift your butt up and just rest it back down so it's nice and even, not squished from left to right or up and down. Palms can be toward the sky, back of the hands down. Lift your head and tuck your chin into your chest, elongate your neck, and then rest your head back down. And this is where we'll stay for a few moments. Let's just breathe here. And allow ourselves to come completely into the body. So we're relaxing our face and our cheeks, our lips, and our jaw, the neck and the shoulders. Let them melt. The ground is holding you, so allow yourself to get heavy. The shoulders get heavy, the ribs get heavy. The waistline kind of melts down towards the mat. Let that get heavy. Hips, thighs, backs of the calves, and the heels. Feeling completely supported, grateful for the time on the mat. Thank you for making space for this in your evening. And just begin to pay attention to the breath. So the body is in alignment, it's comfortable, there's no pinching, hopefully nothing's happening. So we can just begin to focus on the breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Continue with that, in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you exhale, I'd like you to let your chest and your belly sink down into the ground. As you inhale, the belly rises, the heart lifts, the lungs fill to capacity, the ribs separate, everything lifts up. Inhale. Collarbones come apart. Hold the breath at the top. And sip in a little more air. Let the belly come up, the ribs come wide and up. And exhale. Letting everything go all the way till the belly button touches the spine. And take another breath. We're just slowing it down. So you can take slow breaths. Deeply inhale. Again, ribs widen, shoulder and collarbones widen. Belly lifts, fills with air. Hold the breath. Release the forehead and exhale down through the mouth. Everything melts down. The upper back, the mid back, the low back. And allow the breath to come naturally. And spend a little more time on the exhale. So exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. And allow the breath to inhale. And then attention on the exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. And then let the breath come in. Let the chest rise and fill completely. And just let it out. Inhale again. Exhale completely, all the way out. Chest exhales, belly exhales. Excuse me. Woo. Complete that exhale all the way down. Maybe begin the small of the back toward the floor, and then inhale. Again, letting the collarbones widen, letting the heart lift and reach behind you. Exhale fully all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Exhale. Hold the breath out. And inhale. Just take one more like that. So you can nice deep inhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Release the back of the neck, release the shoulders, the arms, the belly. Exhale, 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 all the way. Belly button comes in toward the spine. The body kind of caves a little bit. Hold the breath out. And allow the breath to come. Inhale. Notice maybe that the inhale is deeper now, hopefully. And as we move through the poses, we want to start whenever we inhale, we take a little bit of the inhale and then move, and then maybe take a little bit of the exhale and then move. Let's let the breath be our guide. I'd like to bring your right hand, turn your face towards the right. Bring your right hand to the outside of the chin along the jawline and just hold that face, the left side of the face, pulling the nose toward the floor. Releasing the shoulders, both of them, away from the ears. Again, elongating the neck a little bit. A couple of deep breaths here. Really get into that. Just like what happens here. Do you shy away from this idea, or do you just dive in? And on inhale, let's come back to neutral. Take a breath. We're going to bring our arms up above the head. Inhale. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Bring your right leg a little closer towards the middle on the mat, and your left leg across the ankle over the right ankle. We're going to squiggle our legs over to the right and pulling up on the left arm with that right wrist, by the wrist, really reaching up all along the whole left side. And kind of leaning over. We're in that banana pose. I don't know the official name, but just the arms are above our head, but they're resting on the floor, but they're pulling over to the right. Try to let the neck and head be neutral here. And try to let the right, the left, both hips melt into the floor. They don't have to be doing anything. They don't have to hold you up. See if we can't let the left elbow start to melt a little bit toward the floor. We're breathing. We're just in it and in it. Allow the left armpit, the upper arm, and just underneath where the scapula comes on the rib side. Just let that open up. So let's turn the face and look towards the left. Now both shoulders should be away from you. Just bring them down a little bit. And then we're going to turn, make an inhale. Let's let the inhale begin and turn the head towards the right. Shoulders away from the ears. Really bring them down. Take a nice deep breath here. One more deep breath here. Try to relax the feet. Inhale. And exhale, come back to neutral. Let's bring the arms out by the side. Separate the ankles. Wiggle on our butt so that the butt is even. It's not pushing up or down, not to one side. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, turn the face towards the left. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right jaw. And just press the nose toward the floor. Press on your jawline to turn the head Paying attention to whatever's talking to you in the back of the neck. Breathing here. Another breath. Really using the fingers on the left hand to press the right side of the face towards the floor. Getting a little deeper in the neck stretch, shoulders down and away. The right shoulder can be down and away from the right ear. We're just breathing and enjoying this. Take a nice deep breath, exhale, and come back to neutral. Inhale, arms above the head. This time the left hand holds on to the right wrist. The left ankle crosses over the right ankle. The right ankle crosses over the left ankle. Really pulling the arm up and out of your waistline, just above the hip. And let's just bend over to the left a little bit. And let's wiggle the legs over to the left as well. So we get a nice long stretch all along the right side. You can turn the face and look to the left. Try to let that right elbow just melt toward the floor. Don't strain it. Oh, just breathing here. Oh my gosh, it's good to rest, but stretch. I don't know about you, but it has been some 2 weeks. Just crazy. Let's really pull that arm up and out of the ribs. Let both elbows try to melt toward the floor. And let's take an inhale and turn the head and lift just the nose to the right. Shoulders down and away. Breathing. Seeing what you can relax. Are you holding tension in your shoulder blades? Mine are. I'm going to try to just send some breath back there and let them know they don't have to do anything. Couple of breaths. Exhale. On the inhale, we're going to inhale and turn the head, nose towards the left. Right shoulder down and away from the right ear. And then on an inhale, we'll bring everything back to neutral. Separate your legs. Arms can just hang above the head, so let the forearms and the upper arms rest on the floor. Make a little diamond pattern with your arms around your head. And just rest. Let the armpits melt into the floor. Let the back of the arms melt into the floor. Let the hands attempt to open. Maybe. Stretch out the fingers, a little bit of wrist circles. One direction and then the other direction. And rest the hands back down. So the whole upper body's rested, the whole lower body's rested. Couple of breaths. And then we're going to just, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring our arms down by our sides. Let's bring our elbows in close to the body so that we could lift up. If we press into our elbows, the belly would lift up. We're going to keep our feet apart, about hips distance apart. We're going to use bring your toes toward your face and reach out with your heels so that you're standing on the wall and beyond your feet. So we're going to bring our heels into the floor. Now you might need to adjust. I have to bring my heels in a little bit closer to my butt. So heels in, elbows down, heels down. Press the butt up off the floor. Whole forearm works. Don't go very far, just a little bit. Try to relax the shoulders and the neck. I'm not going up very far at all. Exhale down. Let's bring our feet in a little bit. So the heels come in. Elbows towards each other, towards the ribs. Squiggle the shoulder blades underneath you a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Lift the butt. Hips up. Thighs up. Toes are towards the sky or toward the face. Heels and backs of the thighs. This is a glute workout. So the back of the thighs, the glutes are working. The back of the arms are working. No back of the arm flat here. Breathe in the pose. Relax the neck. Inhale. Exhale down. We're going to take a couple more of those. So take a nice deep breath in between. Exhale. Inhale. Lift the butt. Pressing into the forearms, the heels, maybe the calves. Lifting the hips. Heart lifts. Belly lifts. Hips lift. Breathing here. Exhale. Inhale, one more. Exhale, hips down. I'd like to go one more of those. So just take a breath in between. Inhale. Really deep. Exhale completely. Press into the forearms, the upper arms, heels, calves. Inhale, up. Belly up, lower ribs up. Press into the back of the arms, the shoulders pressing into the floor. Everything is down except your thighs, your butt, and your low back. Breathe here. One more breath. Nice deep. Exhale down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get yourself in a neutral position. One knee at a time. Let's bring our right knee in. Hands wrap around that knee and really hug it in nice and tight into the chest. Bring that left leg, the left hip and the left leg are nice and strong, reaching out. The knee comes in towards the chest, maybe even out a little bit towards the armpit on the right side. So I want you to think about separating this, the right knee. So we're gonna, with the right hand on the right knee, we're gonna open it up to the side and bring our left arm out to the side. So left leg is strong, toes toward the face, left arm and hand are out, face towards the left, but the right hand is kind of pulling the right knee and thigh and calf open. Gently, just breathe here. If your left hip is coming up off the floor, bring your left hand and press it down. You want that back of the left thigh to be pulling down into the ground. Face still turned towards the left. Noticing if your right leg is able to open up a little more. Just breathe right here. Just hang out. Really getting a nice stretch across the front of the pelvis. You can let the foot rest on the floor if that's where you are. Of the right foot. Still pulling it out and down, out and down, out and down, using the strength in the right hand. Breathing here. Nice. Take an extra breath. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to pull that knee in. Use the other hand around the outside of the right leg now. Cross it over for a little spinal twist with the left leg extended. Turn the face to the right. Release the left hip, the left thigh, the left foot. You can relax it now. Breathing in the pose. Using the left hand on the outside of the right thigh to just pull it down and out. Feeling the separation between the, just all along the sacrum, left to right, there's a separation happening. Breathe in there. If you'd like a little more, you could extend your right leg. It doesn't have to extend straight or anything. Maybe it's resting on the floor, maybe not. Maybe you don't do it. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to you. This is not a competition. This is how do we get into our body and how do we release the tension and release the breath and release the mind and release our heart, right? We just want to be here now. Sounds so cliche. Taking a couple of breaths. And then take that the right sit bone and aim it towards the front of your mat. Just aim it so you get a little more deep stretch in the waistline. Releasing the outer left hip, outer left thigh. Not doing anything. Maybe extend again. Just hang out. Noticing what you notice, breathing here. Flex the toes toward the face. Hopefully the foot is resting on something so you're not straining. If your leg is up, you can have your left hand, left arm at a 90-degree angle and hold your knee or your thigh from the inside. Bend that knee in, hug it into the chest and roll back. Take a breath. Oh man. A lot of activity right there. Inhale, let's lift that leg. Bring the hands, interlace the fingers behind the knee or the thigh. Shoulders come down. Toes flex toward the face. Heel reaches up towards the ceiling or the wall in front of you. Wherever your foot is, you're just going to try to pretend like you're standing on whatever that is underneath the sole of the foot. Right? So that leg is working. You're pressing into your hands, but at the same time, you're using your arms and your shoulders to pull the leg back. Left leg is nice and strong again, holding yourself steady on the floor. Elbows can come towards the waistline and bend, right? They don't have to be straight, no shoulders up by the ears. Breathing here. Release the lips. Then hug that knee. Exhale. Hug it in. Just rock it a little bit side to side. And we'll bring our left knee in to meet it. Rock and roll side to side. Hug both knees into the chest. Separate them with your hands. And just allow your tailbone to reach toward the floor, your knees to come towards your armpit and the floor, and let the thighs open out. Let the tailbone reach down to the floor again. Long neck. And then bring those knees together. Let's do a little hip circle. So both knees together, just circling them around one direction a few times. And then we'll stop at the front and turn the other way. One more time this direction. Hug the knees both into the chest. Extend the right leg now. Right hand can be on the right hip if you need to hold it down. Toes come toward the face. Heel reaches out. You're standing on whatever is in front of your mat, whatever that is. Let's see, where did we start? Hold that left knee into the chest, just bring it up and kind of out toward the shoulder. And then hold that left knee with the left hand. The knee is coming up and out. The right hand, right hip, keep that press down. Face looks toward the right. And the hand is just pulling that knee out. We try to release the top of the thigh on the right leg at the same time as you're keeping the toes flexed and the heel out. Try to release that thigh. Notice what happens. So we're allowing this side to open up now, the whole left side. Shoulders away from your ears. Maybe the hip is moving out a little bit. Right hip is still tacked to the ground, nice and strong through the back of the thigh. You can maybe, if you can let the foot rest on that left side. Breathing here. See if you can't keep pulling a little bit out and down, out and down. Maybe the foot touches the floor, out and down, right hip down, breathing, expanding all along the front of the hips. Breathe into that area, the whole pelvic area. We're going to take an inhale, bring that knee up. Hopefully your eyes might be closed. You know, you can watch me to see what's happening, but just when you're ready, you're kind of there, just close your eyes and do your best to just listen. This time the knee goes over to the right. And the right hand is on the outside of the left leg. The head, the nose and face turns toward the left. And both shoulders come down away from your ears. Breathing here. Release the hip crease on the left thigh. Release the tension all along the left leg, the left calf, the left thigh, the back of the thigh, the hamstring. Release the foot. Release both feet actually. Breathing here, just noticing. Maybe your knee gets a little closer to the floor. Reach out with that left sit bone towards the front of the room. And if you feel like it, you can extend that left leg out. Really getting a nice deep stretch all along the whole left side. Release any tension being held in the right leg, the right thigh, the right glute, the outer right leg. How much tension were you holding? Just keep letting it go. Let the outside of the right side just melt open. Breathing. Release the hand. You can use the hand to press up. Hug that knee in with both hands. Maybe wiggle it a little side to side. And then we're going to bring our interlace our fingers behind the knee, the back of the thigh, and extend that left leg straight up or wherever. Again, it could be down here, it could be bent. You know, as long as you're feeling a stretch happening in the back of the thigh, I don't care what's happening with your leg or your foot. right? You want it to be here and up into the knee, the back of the knee a little bit. Not painful. So we're pressing the leg into the hands and we're pulling the hands back. At the same time, the shoulders go down and away from the ears. Maybe do a little ankle circles up here. Shoulders down. Pressing into the hands, pulling with the hands, so there's opposing forces. That's the strength builder right there. Breathing. One more time, inhale. Completely, and exhale. Both knees into the chest again. Rock and roll side to side. Let's rock and roll. Let's bring our hands behind our back of our thighs, back of our knees. We'll just roll up. Using the hands as leverage. Roll up. Inhale. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale up. Exhale back. This time when we come up, one more time. When we come up, we're aiming for to be in both poses. So we'll just come up. Ooh, try not let the feet touch the floor. See if you can't bring your legs up in front of you. If this is easy for you, you can go straight out, up. There you go. Ow, I got a cramp. Heart lifted. If you have your hands behind the knees, elbows come down, heart lifts, shoulders are down and away from the ears, shoulder blades are back on the spine, the pelvic floor is lifted, the belly button is into the spine, and everything is lifting up, heart up, pulling on the back of your thighs, breathing here. If you have a little more, let go. Inhale. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, up. We're going to roll back one more time. Let's see if we can, let the feet dangle, the knees dangle over our head a little bit. So you take a deep inhale, heart lifts, and exhale, rounding and rolling. And then maybe we'll bring our hands to the back of the hips for shoulders down. We don't have to go up. Just bend the knees over the forehead. Let the chin come into the chest. Bring the elbows closer together. The hands aren't doing a lot, they're just bracing me. So I don't have to work so hard. Although if I did that, my abs would be working to do this. Let's just hang out. Knees towards the forehead or towards the ears. Breathing here. Hands back on the back. Let the knees come down. It's awkward, I know. It's really good for your thyroid. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Back up to seated. What time is it? All right. Let's sit with our soles of our feet together. And we'll just do a little bit of butterfly. Hands wrap around the toes. Elbows come into the inner thighs. Soles of the feet are together. Heart lifts. Tailbone down. Shoulders nice and long, deep away from the ears. Shoulder blades toward each other. And heart forward. Elbows into the inner thighs. Heart forward. Breathing here, just hanging out. Pressing, if you like a little more, just use your elbows to press your thighs open and bring your heart forward. Shoulders back and away still. Closing the eyes if you can once you're in the pose, and then we just want to be in the body and feel what we feel, right? We want to be familiar with the body. And the poses are merely a challenge for the breath. I make a little cramp. So when they're hard, it's just because our breathing isn't controlled, right? Oh, I'm getting it. Nasty cramp, sorry, excuse me for a second. You can hang out there. See if it's gone. All right, we're good. And then you can wiggle your knees up and down a little bit. Heart lifted, shoulder blades back down the spine. The neck is nice and long, and we're reaching through the crown of the head. Tailbone is reaching down. All right, let's come to tabletop. So wrists under elbows, elbows under shoulders. Tuck the toes under, knees are under the hips, and the knees are just hip width apart. Pressing, let's see. So I want you to see my elbows. We practice our arms for dog and plank and all these things, right? So the index fingers are reaching up towards the top of the mat, but the fingers are out wide. And then we're pulling on the mat, like through the ground, like pulling the energy up, right? We're not just, we're pressing the floor away, but we're gonna pull the energy up. So we're just practicing that. And then our elbows, the creases turn toward the front of the room or the top of the mat, and then the elbows could bend. If they bent, they'd come towards your hips, okay? So that's the position that we want our arms to be in. Just hang out here, breathe. And then let's see, I need to back my knees up a little bit. Take an inhale and we'll drop the belly. Bring the heart forward, lift the tail. Begin the exhale, curve the tailbone, hips curling under towards the elbows, rounding the back, top of the head toward the floor. Inhale, drop the belly, heart forward, hips up. Exhale, rounding, cat. Inhale, drop the belly, heart forward. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. And what I want us to do on your next inhale, I want you to come, bend those elbows. Again, they're in and back towards like the thighs. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Hips up, look up. Exhale, rounding, hips toward the heels. Inhale, up. Drop the belly, hips up. Heart forward toward the top of the mat. Exhale, rounding, hips toward the heels. Inhale. Exhale, rounding. Doesn't seem like we're doing much, but I think if you're working with the breath on the inhale forward and really reaching your heart forward more than you want to practice your plank pose. Exhale, up, rounding up, way up, hips way back. One more time. Inhale, heart forward, bend those elbows in. Look up, tail up. Exhale, rounding. And back to the hips. Let's just sit on our heels, toes toward each other. They're touching. Knees come out a little bit. Ooh, that already warmed me up. I gotta take off the shirt. One less layer. We'll just come for a child's pose. Rest the forehead on the floor, arms behind you with the backs of the hands on the floor by the feet. Take a few breaths. Let the hips melt down towards your heels and let your heart come towards the floor. The neck is nice and long. Reach out through the crown of the head. And on your next inhale, we're gonna lift our head and just bring our hands in front. So we're gonna have the same hands, right? They're kind of wide on the mat. Still the energy, pulling the energy up from the earth, and then using the strength of the fingertips to pull our body, our torso out of the hips. So the tailbone is reaching down, the hips are reaching towards the toes, but we're using our arms to pull the heart forward and bring the torso out of the hips. Breathe here, separating the shoulders, really making them wide, making space in the spine area between the shoulder blades. Poof out the whole back. Breathe here, reach long with the head, crown of the head reaching tall. And then let's come forward. And we'll take a plank pose, actually a dolphin, I guess. Elbows directly under the shoulders, directly under. In fact, to set up for dolphin or forearm plank, you can grab your elbows and all the way around, and this is the perfect stance because that's exactly where your shoulders are. So grab your hands around your elbows down, hands come out and forward, shoulders above, and then just let's step back and attempt our plank. So I'm not sure where you are, Renee, with this. So if you need a modified plank, you can certainly do that. Knees down, as long as the body is in line, right? You want the body to be in line. Mm-hmm. Pressing down, actually, I need to bring my elbows a little more forward. Now, if you feel like you're doing pretty good here, tuck your toes under and then just lift the knees. Nothing else changes, it just gets harder. Right?
It does.
Breathe. Just take a couple breaths. Separate those shoulders. Press into the ground with your elbows, right? Really pressing the shoulders down. Take one more breath. Exhale, drop the knees, but don't drop anything else. Just hang out. Take a breath in between. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, lift those knees again. Tuck those toes under. Belly in. Lift the rib cage. Lift the belly up. Like poof it up more than you think. Press those shoulders and elbows down into the floor. Now pull them back towards your hips. Right? Breathing here. Belly in. A lot going on. Shoulders apart, away from the ears. Push them back towards your feet. One more breath. Exhale, knees down. Ooh. That's enough of that. Make a little pillow with your hands and just turn your cheek one side to the side. Toes touching, heels come out. Just rest for a moment. Life is just so busy right now with so many things. I hope you don't mind. We're just kind of staying on the floor.
I'm okay with that.
Huh?
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with it? Oh, good. Awesome. We're in sync now. All right, let's bring our hands by the, the lower ribs. Fingertips kind of at nipple height, right? Let's see. What am I gonna do? Just lift the head. Lift the shoulders up. Let's just lift our hands. Now the tops of the feet can press into the floor. The thighs can be pressing into the floor. Let's make the neck nice and long. Just look just above your mat. So reach up through the crown of the head. Arms are up, shoulders are up. Breathing in the pose. That's what we do. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold it up. Bring our interlace our hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Kind of bring the elbows out and around and reach your arms, palms toward each other, elbows toward each other, shoulders up. We're breathing. Yes, it's hard. Take a big breath. Exhale. Come down a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale. One more exhale. One more inhale. And now. Take a pillow, opposite side. As we rest here, really let your hips melt into the floor. Let them get really heavy. Tops of the thighs, the tops of the feet. Nice big breaths. Fill the whole body with the breath, all the way to the fingers and the toes, top of the head. We'll bring our hands back by us, 5% by. And we're gonna press up. We'll go up to a dog. So we'll come on up. So pressing into the floor, tuck your toes, press the chest up, belly up, hips up. And just lift the knees. Just gently, gently, gently into a dog. Separate the feet a little bit. Elbows, once again, creases reach forward. Elbows come towards the floor, if anything. Shoulders separate. You can try to pull the mat apart with your feet, but bend your knees really deep, pressing back. Hips way back. Pressing the floor away, pressing the hips back, knees bent, nice and deep. Breathe here. Fill the body with the breath. Inhale, bring the legs up. You can bicycle a little bit. Legs side to side. Heart towards the thighs, head towards the thighs. Pressing the floor away, shoulders apart. Inhale, up on the tippy toes. Head towards the knees, towards the feet. Breathing here, not just inhale. Breathe as much as you need to. Inhale. Exhale, let's lower those heels down. Woo-hoo. Hips way up. Press the floor away. Bend the knees. Bring them down all the way. Back to child's pose. Breathing here. Just rest. No rush. Let's see the time. We kind of did a lot of back stuff, so I have an idea for us on the back. So let's just come up on our knees. We'll do camel pose. So camel, I don't remember the name, Bhujangasana or something like that. So you can tuck your toes under. If you have blocks, you're certainly welcome to use them. The hips are on top of the knees, and the hips press forward, right? The pelvic floor lifts, the belly button's in, tucked in, the heart is lifted, the lower rib cage is in, but the heart's lifted, right? So there's a little bit of this going on. Shoulders come back, so the heart goes up even more, looking up, elbows back, just opening the chest, breathing, palms out, just opening here. If this is easy, you want a little balance, try lifting a foot or two. Away. Come back to both feet on the floor. Press the hips forward, breathing, heart lifting. Just bring your hands kind of behind you. You can interlace your fingers, press the palms towards each other, lift the heart, still breathing and looking up and back. Breathing here. Pressing the hips forward. Breathing nice and slow. Exhale, just come back out of it. Tops of the feet. Child's pose. Gently and slowly. These are intense things we're doing. So when we come back the opposite direction, we want to be gentle with ourselves. No harsh movements, nothing jerky. Nice and gentle. Hopefully you're breathing, Renee. Nice and deep. And then inhale, we'll come back up. We'll take another, what do I call this? Oh, I forgot. All right, toes tucked under, heels up, knees under hips. If it's too hard, I'm gonna actually put my mat under my knees. It's just really big in my knees right now. So you got something soft there. The hips, the tailbone reaches down, right? The pelvic floor lifts up. The belly comes in. The heart lifts, but the rib cage stays in. Shoulders come toward each other on the back and down towards the tailbone, right? So there's a whole back down, front up thing going on, but we're not just sticking our belly out. We're using our muscles to keep it nice and firm. So shoulders out, again, arms out, maybe cactus arms. What about that? Looking up, opening the front of the chest. This is actually really great, right? We're in coronavirus hell, right? So if we can breathe more, breathe right into our lungs and expand them. That's just gonna open us up. Get anything that's in there, get it out. Really deep breaths. If you'd like to take it a little deeper, again, you can bring your hands behind the hips, interlace the fingers, heart up, look up, lean back with the upper body, but press the hips forward. You can use the pressure with your toes to push your hips forward, but the heart lifts, shoulders come back. We're breathing here. In the pose. If you really take a few deep breaths, it starts to just feel so good. Exhale gently, slowly. Hips back toward the heels, tops of the feet down. Child's pose, one more time. Ooh, gotta move slowly. All right, so you can feel your back unwinding from that, right? So just slowly letting it stretch back the other way. Just with your breath, with your inhale, I'd like you to really feel the whole back body. Really let the rib cage come apart. Move up the back, like round it. Let the neck get nice and long. In fact, lift your head up so it's not resting on the floor. Lift your head up and let it hang. Breathe into the back of the neck. Then separate the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Release the jaw, the teeth, don't let them be grinding each other like mine. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling up. Whew. That's good. Are you good with the sitting poses like this?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. Okay, so with the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. This guy's gonna stay down. We're gonna take the flesh out from underneath the buttocks, right? Lift the heart and turn and face your knee. Bring your left hand on the outside of your right leg. It could be anywhere. It could be way up. It could be way down. I don't know how you are, what state you're in, or where you are today versus last week or next week, right? So heart lifts. In fact, I want to bring the right hand up. We got a cross thing going, so we're pulling ourselves straight toward it, and then you got this arm up. We're going to inhale, toes toward the face, calf and thigh on back of the thigh towards the mat. Nice and strong with the foot. We're just going to bring the heart forward towards the toes. Now you should feel that in the back of the thigh, the hamstring, but not in the back. If it's in your back, I'll want you to come up more and reach with your heart. Shoulders down, heart lifted, heart forward. Maybe you are all the way down. I think that's my next lifetime.
Yeah, I'm not there.
So you can do whatever you want with this arm, right? It's doing some work right now. We're adding by having it up. We can put it behind the head. Press the head into the hand. Reach long through the neck, out through the crown of the head while we press the head into the back, into the hand. Elbow out, shoulders down, heart forward, breathing. Now we're in it. Left knee out, left inner thigh out, pelvic floor lifted, belly in, heart forward. Couple of deep breaths because we're here. Elbows out. Exhale, just release. Be nice to yourself. While we're here, we'll take it this direction as well. So left hand behind you, turning the body out. Adjust your butt so you're comfortable. We're going to go over this way, Janu Sirsasana. So that right arm is on the inside of the right leg. Again, the back of the thigh is nice and strong. The calf is strong and the toes are toward the face, right? So this elbow comes in, and then we'll take our left arm, reach it up and over. Getting a nice long stretch all along the whole left side. So make sure that left inner thigh is melted down in your left knee as well. Opening, breathing, reaching and opening. The elbow of the right arm is pressing into the inner thigh of that right leg, and it's helping you open the chest. Breathing here, looking up. Couple more breaths. Heart lifted, shoulder blades down, open it up. And just lift out. Shake your head a little bit. What's that doing? And then we'll just switch legs right there. Adjust yourself so you're on your sit bones. Turn your chest towards your left leg, left knee, left toes. Back of the left leg is really working. And then that energy comes up over the toes, up the shins, up the knee. The top of the thigh is pulling up, even though this back leg is working down. Right hand on the outside of that left leg and left arm up, right? So pelvic floor lifts, heart lifts, pulses down towards each other on the spine. Arm comes up, pinky toward the face. There's a lot going on. Right inner thigh out, right knee towards the floor. And just pull the heart forward. It's not going to go very far. Maybe it will for you. For me, I'm already there. Breathe here. Close your eyes if you can. Let that right inner thigh and right knee melt down toward the floor. Lift the heart. Whenever you like, you can bring that left arm toward the back of the head. Pressing that head into the back of the hand, into the palm of the hand. Reaching long with the spine, through the neck, through the crown of the head. Elbow out. Breathing. Heart lifted. Bending the right elbow to bring your heart a little closer. Couple of deep breaths. Both elbows out. And then what did we do? We didn't do anything. We just kept doing this, right? And then couple more breaths. Heart forward, chin up. And inhale, gently up. We're going to turn our chest towards the right knee. Left arm on the inside of the left leg. Right arm is up over the head, using the elbow of the left arm and the inside of the thigh of the left leg. And then that gives us some leverage. We reach up and over for an extended stretch. The right sit bone is still on the floor. The right knee and inner thigh are reaching out. Pinky toward the face, right? Thumb towards the ceiling. Breathing, lifting the heart out of the spine. Opening that top arm, using that left elbow again in the inner thigh to open the right side, looking up. Breathing here. Play with your neck a little. Turn your head toward the floor or up. See what you got. Right thigh and right knee and inner thigh melt down. Couple more breaths. Reaching tall, up and over, along. Pressing, spinning yourself, twisted open. And on your next inhale, all the way up. Woo. Beautiful. All right, we are getting close to the wire here. Why don't we come on our backs again, because we like that so much, right? We'll do a little bit of bridge. So the feet come right in front of the hips. Fingertips kind of almost reach the heels. That's fine. Press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips and tuck your tailbone all the way up and under, belly button in towards the spine, and lower the sacrum down on the floor so it's nice and flat. Let's wiggle our shoulder blades underneath us just a little bit. And on an inhale, we're going to press into our feet. The hips come up, the thighs come up. The feet are working, they're pressing into the floor. There's a block. Let's pretend there's a block between the thighs. If you'd like a little more, you can lift your arms over the head. Pressing the hips up to the sky, no matter where you are. Just hang out. Let the muscles do the work. Breathe. Exhale down. Bring the arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Hips up. Inhale. Arms up if you like. You don't have to. It doesn't matter. But there's a block in the inner thighs between them. You're pressing it. The shins are going toward the front of the room. The knees are going toward the front of the room. The thighs are reaching toward the ceiling. The glutes are working. The hips are up. The back is up. If you're flexible, maybe you're able to get your hands underneath your back. Who knows? I used to. Everything up. Or you can just bring your hands down by your side. Use your arms as leverage to press yourself up. Heart reaching toward the back of the room. Shins reaching toward the front of the room. Breathing. One more deep breath. Exhale, gently lower down. Happy baby. So hug our knees into the chest. Soles of the feet come to the sky. You can hold to the back of your knees. You can hold the outside of your feet. You can hold your toes. Soles of the feet towards the sky. Now the tailbone reaches down toward the mat. So literally kind of aim it down. It brings your sacrum back down on the floor. And then the knees come towards the floor into where the armpits are, by the shoulders. And then we bring the feet towards the top of our head. So we come back around, we lift the head, tuck the chin into the chest, and rest the head back down with a long neck. We take a breath. Exhale, tailbone down, knees towards the floor, toes behind the head, shoulders away, long neck. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, tailbone down, knees come down, toes reaching toward the top of the head, shoulders down. Beautiful. Knees come together, rock a little side to side. You can stretch out for your Shavasana. So prepping for Shavasana, bring your shoulder blades underneath your chest. Bring them in a little bit so that your heart is just lifted and your shoulder blades are kind of propping up your upper body. And then press your heels into the floor again. Lift your butt so that you can just rest it back down and it's completely neutral. And the feet can just fall open. The palms are open towards the sky. The back of the hands are resting. You can lift your head, elongate your neck one more time. And rest it back down. Lovely, lovely alignment. Closing your eyes, letting the autonomic system of the body do its thing. Allowing your eyes to close, relaxing the top of your forehead. Shoulders, arms, palms of the hands, ribs and waistline. Don't forget the lips. Relax the lips and the jaw. Forehead. Don't let there be any confusion or just concern there. Hips melt down. Thighs melt down. Everything's getting heavier and heavier. Just rest. Hopefully you just, if you're letting your mind go, giving yourself some extra love, extra attention, the joy to be alive, gratitude for where you are, no matter where you are. Just letting the waves of life and breath wash over you. Allowing your breath to deepen. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe your wrists and your ankles. Maybe stretch out or not. Hug your knees into your chest whenever you're ready. And roll over onto your left side. One more breath here. Using the palm of your right hand, lift yourself up to a seated position, and we'll take one arm together. And we'll close the class. Now I wish I could see you.
Here, let's do this.
Palms together at heart center. Lift your heart to beat your thumb. Oh, there you are. Inhale. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice with you. It's the life and the breath that will carry us through. Reconnecting with it is life. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Renee.
Very much.
Yeah, really nice to meet you and see you. Oh, hi, I've seen you before. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time.
Oh, no worries. Look, you're getting to do it at home. It's perfect.
I know it is. Great. I'm so glad you guys are doing this.
Oh, yeah, right? It's really good. next time I will have you or whoever have their picture up, because I was like, no, I can't take it. I don't know. I wasn't sure.
It takes practice. You got to figure out what's going to work.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Thanks, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have to figure out how to end it. Okay, good. Stop video. And